This is Small Cow Farm by ABT FrankyY. It's only 29 megabytes to download. The description there says, welcome everyone to the Small Cow Farm. This is a mix of a small farm and cow farm. This is a small map where cows are in focus, of which there are 1200. Also found in natural water. Not quite sure what you mean with that. Maybe pre-placed water tank. I don't know what that means. Basic plants and animals. Forest is not on the map but can be created smoothly. There are 1,200 cows and the feeding capacity and the straw and the water are set accordingly. You can place the fences from the basic game here too. Enjoy the map. So let's go and check it out. And here we are, guys. This is where you start off in all three modes. Now, straight away when this was loading up and when I came on here earlier to have a little walk around, and I literally did walk around, it all felt a bit familiar. So this is actually by the same person that bought us a Small Farm, which was a map that came out a few weeks ago. So it's a similar sort of layout and setup. That sale point and shed is in exactly the same spot. And so is the shop, which is that building over there. So it is all a bit familiar. Some of you guys may think that as well. Anyway, this is the map. Magnifying glass, anyone? I am zoomed right out. So if we zoom in, this is it. So very tiny. I am in new farmer mode. In new farmer mode, you start off with this. So we've got this bigger plot in the middle. That is part of this sale point even. Our main farm, which is where we're starting off, also takes in the shop, which has got the animal dealer and workshop there. That plot to buy is just over 79,000. We get fields 13 and 14. They come as one chunk. That is just over 30 grand. And field 23, 24,792. So the field prices obviously aren't too bad because they are quite small fields. I think the cheapest is 20. It's on its own, 12,240. Then we do have some fields that are in plots together, so 5 and 6 together, 31 grand, 7 and 8 together, and these three are all one plot as well, so you can get 3 fields there for 44,000, and again 28,000. There is this strip down the whole side of the map, which is a whopping 337,560. Now, I was expecting there to be quite a few trees on there, but as soon as you hit the wall, you're lucky if you go too deep with the trees. So, and they're not the tall, straight pine trees. I'll show you in a second. So I can't see that you're going to make your money back on trees just from there. You might do, but I don't think you will. Right. Yeah, so that was the map, sorry. Basically we've got a farmhouse here and we've got a few sort of silos. Like I say, shop, workshop, animal dealer here. Let's click off of that. Got a farm silo and what was the other one there? Oh, the debris crusher sale point, chickens and horses and cows. Now we don't start off owning these plots, the cows, the chickens, the horses, but you can still use them. So you don't have to own that land to use any of those, so that's pretty cool. If you come on here and farm manager and start from scratch, you don't own any land, but you start off with all the same equipment. So let's move on to the slot count then. So like I say, you start off with exactly the same equipment and all three modes, and the slot count is exactly the same, and that is 636, which isn't too bad. We get 2 small tractors. We get the Class Arian 660 and the Voucher G135, which are absolutely ideal for this map. We've got the Deutschfahrt harvester, a Valga trailer, header for your harvester, Horsch disc harrow. We've got the Amazon power harrow, which will hook up to this seeder. If I click on combinations, there it is, so you can cultivate and seed in one go. We've got a subsoiler, we've got a side mower, a tedder, windrower, a baler. It's not a bale wrapper. front loader with pallet forks, trailer for your header, and we've got a couple of weights like so. So you are set up for your grass work, which will lead you on nicely to your cows. Yeah, so that is the equipment and slot count. Now, if you sell off all those vehicles, you can get the slot count down to 520. So if you don't want to start off with anything, you can get rid of that. You can get it down even lower by selling off all of the buildings that are around your farm. So all the sheds, these silos, we've got a pressure washer there, this fuel tank, the farmhouse, you can sell off that. You can even delete all the fences and hedges, even around fields that you don't even own over there. You can get rid of the fences. You can get rid of this black fence around the sale point. That won't reduce your slot count, but selling off all the buildings, sheds, etc. will. And I managed to get it down to 484. There's a little bit of an issue with the cow pasture selling, which I'll talk about when we get over there. But that is that bit. There is no mods in anywhere I could find. The paint options are pretty basic. It's animal mud, asphalt, concrete, dirt, forest ground, grass, dry grass, gravel, rock and granite. That is it. There is contracts available, like so. So if we go back into animals, it is showing chicken pasture, cow pasture and horse pasture. So we do start off with those. Don't get any production chains because there's none on the map. There is also no collectibles on here. Right, that is it. I think we're going to walk around this map because it's so small. So right behind us we have our farmhouse, sleep trigger there on the front door. We've got a small petrol tank here which you can fill up. It is empty, so you can fill it up from 1 to 5,000 litres. We've got a pressure washer here. Now here comes your first little problem. This is a solid fertilizer tank which you obviously can fill up. It is empty, so is that one over there. So you'd fill up and you'd unload or load your trailer thingies up from there. If you come up to here, you can't get the trigger because that pressure washer is too close. So, oh, there we go. So you can get the trigger. I was trying, well, quite a lot. Right, so where did I, there we go. So you can get it. This will hold 60,000 litres. Right, I'll shut up now. So that's solid fertilizer tank. Next up, we've got a seed and mineral feed one. Same sort of thing if you're not familiar. So seeds, mineral feed, 27,300 litres, that will hold. We've got some sheds here with some of our equipment in we've seen. So that is your sort of farm area. We walk down the ramp. It's a bit of a shame really because we've got this texture. That's quite nice, but that isn't available in the landscaping mode. Right, round here, like I say, this is the same layout now as Small Farm. This is your one and only sell point, and this will take everything, and I mean everything. So if we go here, this is Farm Shop, and if I just hold down, you'll just see that that does not disappear, Farm Shop. Then when we get to the bottom, we've got the debris crusher for your stones, but you can even sell stones here. So this will take absolutely everything. So all your sort of crops and your grains will be here. And round the back of this building, this is going to be for your pallets. So things like lettuce and anything like that you grow. Two of our fields are here. This one and this one here. So you've got potential to join them up. You might have to get rid of a couple of trees. And then coming round, fields enclosed in. Like I say, you can get rid of all these fences even though you don't own the land. Even these fences here. And then this is our sort of shop area. So we have a workshop trigger, which is probably going to be around here somewhere. And then we've got the actual shop menu, and next door we've got our animal dealer, which does show up those 3 pastures that we own. This is also going to be your reset point roughly here. So you buy, lease anything, reset anything, it's going to appear there. And then we've got this area. So there's your debris crusher for selling, more of our equipment. And then we've got our silo. This is the standard in-game 400,000 litre capacity. Just your standard crop types as well. So tip in there, pipe out there. You got your mower set up there. More sheds with more of your equipment. And then we've got a chicken pasture, which again is base game. So your eggs would appear here. This is your dialogue box. This will hold 30 chickens. And then that is your feed trough for your wheat, barley or sorghum. And then over here we've got our horse pasture. So your dialogue box is here. This will hold 5 horses. Do have a gate there so you can take them out for a ride if you want. And we've got a water trough and a feed trough just there. So they don't require straw because it is a pasture. So that is that lot. And if we run round the front, we'll go round to that cow pasture. It's just tiny. Absolutely tiny. So yeah, most of the trees on this map are kind of this style, like the oak, as you can see. I'll quickly run over actually. This is our other field that we own. It's not actually showing in the field info. I do have it switched on. So look, next door. It won't show anything up there. So yeah, these are the trees in that long strip. Now you'll see you hit the wall there, so you're lucky if you get 2 trees, you know, deep, so to speak. So that, yeah, can't see you making that much money off of that. Right, let's run through this field, because around here is this cow pasture. Now, I thought this was the base game water point, but it is not. This is actually your milk point. So that's quite interesting. So your milk will be collected from there. We have a water trough just there. Dialogue box is here. This will hold 1,200 cows like it says in the description. And then your feed trough and trigger is just here. So we're underneath quite a huge shed here as well. Now, I'm not sure what it means in the description about the straw, etc., because this is a pasture. They will not take straw. They don't require straw. So you're not going to get any slurry or manure from these guys, but you will get quite a lot of milk. Now, this is absolutely huge, this pasture. As you can see, it goes all the way down here. Do have a little bit of water there, but you can't actually get in to this pasture. And your cows will go all the way down to here. I put about 500 in earlier to test that milk point, just to make sure it was definitely milk. It wasn't showing any. In fact, let's just show you guys. We'll just grab 60 of those. That was that 60? Yeah. So yeah, look, you can see they do go all the way down the end, which is pretty cool. If we go into our animal menu, there's no bar there for straw, so it is a pasture. So I'm not quite sure what that straw is all about, but that is it, guys. That is the map. That is Small Cow Farm by ABT FrankyY. I think I've covered everything. Hope you have all enjoyed the map tour. If you have, please give us a thumbs up, because that goes a long way to supporting the channel. And if you haven't subscribed yet, then please consider doing so. That would be fantastic. And don't forget to smash that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos of mine. I've been Farm Sim Snowy. Oh, before I sign off, one last thing. I had problems selling this cow pasture. I will show you again, guys, while we're in this mode. I almost signed off then without. So I seem to get the trigger come up there. So if I'm clicking that, it doesn't do anything. But if we go into demolish mode. Oh, hang on. Hang on, guys. I've got animals in there, haven't I? Right, let's get rid of those. There we go. Right, yeah, so you need to go into the demolish mode because you can't get rid of it like that. And bear in mind, we don't actually own this land, so we can sell it. So if we sell that, we get paid for it, but it still stays there. So you can't actually get rid of this cow pasture. So just something to be aware of. You can get rid of all things like this though, which will bring your slot count right down. So yeah, sorry, I nearly forgot that. There you go. I've been Farm Sim Snowy. Stay frosty.